Stars, I'm a fool for your love.
Hey guys, you join me here, Snowman86. We are back on Catlin Crop. So today we have a shorter episode, and we're just going to be looking at feeding our bulls, and we potentially will possibly look to sell a few as well if we can. We have a few getting up on the weight range, so if we can get them up there, we will sell them. But for now, we're just on the tedious task of feeding. Since we sacked our hired worker, it's roughly maybe once a week. We're having to just check in, make sure the feed levels haven't dropped. So far we're doing a good enough job on it. With that being said, we're in the middle of October now. So we're getting close to the end of the year. We have sold some crops, and we did manage to fire up the VGA. So you will see the money is after going back up. We're back up on 56,000. And the good news is we managed to clear our loan as well. So it was a productive effort on that side. So we do have 56,000. Looking, as I say, if we can sell some bulls, looking to raise some capital. I can't even say that word. Capital. There we go. So if we can get there, the goal is either we look at buying more land, or we will look to pick up maybe a combine harvester. That way it just reduces our leasing costs for next year. So that's a decision to be made on our part. A decision we also did make, which helped us clear the loan as well, was we sold the Hammer King, the cedar unit we were using. So we sold every bit of that, and we went away and picked up smaller 3-meter units. Will take longer to do the fields, I understand, but with this game you tend to have a whole year of gameplay, so you're not under as much pressure to get things done. You can use a smaller gear and just kind of tip away along at it and get it done. So that's what we're planning on doing, and I'll run you through that equipment here now in a second once we finish feeding. So it's been a busy couple of months on the farm. As I say, we've done a lot, and how I know we're getting close on bulls is these bulls down the end are eating some amount of feed. They're nearly always the first ones to empty out or go low. So I must double check it to make sure they are the ones I'm looking at selling in that pin. But it's pin 8, is it? Yep, pin 8. So I think they could be the biggest and heaviest, so we will be looking at selling those at some stage. We just gotta wait for them all to kind of bulk up that little bit so they're even enough. And what we're going to do now here quickly is run along, and we're just going to check out our cedars even. So here are 2 new boys. So we have this small little 3-meter one, and this for doing maize only. So we'll require the ground to be worked on and stuff. That's fine, we can do that. And then we have this one which will do all our cereal crops. Again, 3 meters, and it's more of a combined unit with a power harrow in front and the cedar unit in the rear then. So there are our 2 new purchases. As I say, we got rid of the big one, and we still have our plow and our cultivator. So we're not doing too bad there. As I say, it just freed up some money. I had no point in having the big cedar when we're struggling for other bits and pieces. So we decided amongst that. I came very close to selling a tractor as well, as I don't think the farm needs 2. But we do need the front loader one. And the MB track did come in handy this season, as we were using it for carting, and it's kind of just a general workhorse around the yard. But we do need the front loader. So what we are tying with the idea of, if I bring up the menus, We did install a few mods, so this is one of them. It now has the extra added bonus of this baby here, which will do 7 meters for doing grass. Yet to use it, but handy to have. And we also picked up this, which is a telehandler. So very tempted on getting this, but then I realized again it'd be like having the second tractor. Do we need it? Probably not at the moment. It does have a bucket which takes nearly 5 cubic meters, so that would be fantastic. We're currently doing 2.6 or 2.3 cubic meters, so it would speed up the loading process, but again, for how much we're doing, not necessary. We'll also see I've picked up this, and it has a few different things in there. This is the one we really wanted it for. So we were really looking at this Exarion as a potential upgrade for us. 500 horsepower price isn't too bad. 245,000. I think if we go up to the bigger version of the class Axion here, 10,000 more and not as big on horsepower. So if we are looking at an upgrade, looking for a big tractor, I think we'll be stretching to this one, depending on how it progresses. It is a mod, as I say. And what else am I looking for? The original reason we came in here. There it is. So we have a TC 4.9. So small little combine harvester will do a job, and it's got a 5.5 meter header. So combined total of 68,000, and we would have ourselves a handy size harvester for doing the fields. As I say, it would reduce the need for leasing in the next couple of years. So it might be a handy investment for us. Obviously we would look to get, I seen it up here a while ago and I passed it. Probably looked, oh wow, maybe we won't look to get that. As the grain head, because I was thinking we could do like a maize or even a corn harvest more so than a silage session on it. So I was thinking maybe doing that for a field or two. But seeing the price there, I think, well, we could still lease it. By no means are we tying ourselves into buying it, but for 68,000 we could have a decent harvester and header. So I'm thinking that could be the next purchase for the farm, just to get us going. As I say, the other option is pick up land. We did buy one extra field. I think we now own field 17, which is here. So we do own this one as well. It was cheap, 10,000. We said we'd pick it up, but if there's any other fields you reckon we could get, we could aim for the likes of this one is 36, 19,000 here, 26,000 out there, 35,000. Here's a couple of smaller options down in this corner. Don't want to stretch too far from the yard just yet. So we will be limited in that regards. But if we have to, we have to. But yeah, if you think we should pick up more land or should we just keep saving for the harvester, let me know, guys. Be keen to see how we go. And a quick update on the animals. So we list them here by, if we go by barn, maybe I'm in the wrong thing. So we're looking for barn 8, I think is one we said is eating like there's no tomorrow. So here he is, weight 620 kg, 630 kg. So yeah, they're the bigger ones that we have, and they're probably here the longest as well. So that would explain why that barn is definitely one that gets eaten up a lot. I think is it barn 6 maybe as well. Nope. Barn 7. There is another one there, I just can't remember the numbers now. But we will be looking to sell a few of these. So if we go by weight and price it down, let's see what we have here at the top. So we have a few more. So it's barn 6 as well, it looks, and barn 8 seems to be the two. So we will be looking to sell a few of these, but there's more to go on their pricing. I think we can get them up over 700 kgs over the winter period, and hopefully if we can do that, then we can sell them off. Not even, we just need to get them to the 650 mark from looking at this. Henry here, he's a year and 4 months, he's over 660, he's over 650 kgs, and he's clocking in at 2.1 on the value. So that's what we're kind of aiming for. Anything over the 2 mark we will be looking at selling. So yeah, we'll keep advancing time here and see how we get on. So we are back, guys. Just said what we do here quickly is just a little bit of loading of the feed wagon, just in case some of you haven't seen it. So I do like the loader controls in Cattle and Crops compared to Farm Sim, I will say that. I just feel they're a bit more responsive with a joystick. You get like, I'm gently pulling back on the stick and I can pull back faster to get it to go faster, so it's a lot more responsive. I feel I can set it and it is good that way. So we're just going to quickly load up here out of our silo. I'm hoping the other silo, I think, should be coming good towards the end of this month. So if that is the case, then we should be doing okay for feed. In fact, we have 2 silos. We have this one and the one at the BGA as well to be looked at. But we will be selling the one at the BGA. I think the last trip to the BGA earned us, I think it's around 40,000. So if we can replicate that, well, we should replicate it. Where we'll get stuck is on the digestive tank. It's about 300,000 litres in there at the moment, and once it caps out we won't be able to produce anymore, so we'll be stuck at that level. So we just have to manage that situation as well as we go. Obviously we get as much in as we can. That may be why it's prudent to look at land, but what I'm hoping is that maybe we could do land and the combine. Obviously there will be a few running costs for the year, like diesel and seed and stuff, so we have to keep all that in mind as well. But we do have a good bit of seed left over, wheat seed left over, so I think we'll be planting a lot of wheat this year around. We will need to buy maize seeds, and we probably will need to get some bits of fertilizer and stuff like that too. But I reckon maybe 15,000 should probably see us through, maybe 20. So we're getting down to the end of this silo. Give the old Mix King there a little nudge for luck. So this is the only reason the 2 tractors setup is handy at the moment. Now don't get me wrong, you could do it 1, but it's a bit more of just hooking tractors and trailers and switching things around. But the way we have it here at the moment, it's pretty good. And to be fair, I don't think we get a whole pile if we did try and sell the Massey, not the Massey, the Merc even. Don't think we get a whole pile. Grabbing wrong gears. So we are going to jump back in the Merc, and we are simply going to feed the last 2 stalls of cows that we ran out on, and I think we will call it for there then today, guys. As I say, just a shorter episode. Just it has quietened down the farm. We're gone into winter time, and it's more or less just to tend to the animals. We could do a bit of groundwork, but I want to hold all that till the start of next year if we can. So realistically, we will be moving on a couple of bulls here and there, buying more. And as I say, it's just once the what am I thinking of? Once the 2 silos in the BGAs come good and stuff, we need to mix. Yeah, once those BGAs come good, we should be laughing then after that. So we'll try and grab a good bit this time. Didn't do it. Start. Yeah, so if we can start selling again at the main BJ, we should be doing okay because we'll get extra income. As I say, I am considering the fields, but I do like the thought of a harvester. So let me know what you think I should aim for as a priority, and we'll see how we go. So with that said, guys, I think we will call it here. The good thing as well about this is it tracks the finances for the current year. So you can get previous year, previous month, yesterday. You can do a lot here on this. So we're on current year, and if we scroll down to under crop purchases, you will see we spent nearly 7,000 euros on seed. Fertilizer expenses was nearly 4,000. And we won't probably spend that much again this year because they say we have a lot. So if we can keep 10,000 for running costs, does it have this year? Apparently we purchased and sold. Oh, I think that was when we did the reshuffle on the yard. So that's a bit of a missing thing. If we go to previous year, you'll see things were extremely low. Didn't really spend a whole lot as we were doing kind of missions and all this kind of good stuff. So that was the first season. Second year we got our hands on the farm and we managed to rack up fierce debt. So we're currently running at a loss of 200,000, but we should gain that back, I'm hoping, next year. We should even close it down this year with the BGA plant. As you see, so far this year we've generated 63,000 off the BGA, which is fantastic. These are the vehicles and stuff. We did manage to repay our loan. There's the full loan repayment. So we're going to try going forward now, not using any more loans if we can. We made 5,000 off bales. You will see the animals is where there's good money to be made. We've made 33,800 and we've spent 22,000 nearly. So we're making a handy profit on that. Crops again, sold everything for 20,000, and what do we say, we were in for about 10. I did realize as well that we were running on, I think, normal or something for crop prices and stuff, so we've changed that now to hard. So your crop prices then along here will adjust accordingly. So we shouldn't be seeing those high sales anymore. Whether that'll help us or not, I don't know. There is a realistic setting, but I think if we were to play on that, I just don't think we'd ever make money. And a lot of you will probably be screaming at me now saying, but that is farming. So yeah, we're going to stick it on hard for now and see how we go. If you guys want to see it on realistic, let me know and I'll show you what the prices are. It's scary. When you're doing your plans, I don't think you will make a whole pile on it. So that's where we're standing for coming into the end of the year 2 on the farm, guys. So we're not doing too bad. As I say, we'll probably be back once more before the end of the season looking at selling bulls and freshening up our livestock. And other than that, we'll be joining back in kind of end of January, start of February, where we get stuck in with the field work. So as always, guys, thanks very much for watching. I've been Snowman86, this has been Catlin Crafts, and we'll see you all again. Take care.